Hello, Mr. Heidelbrandt. This is Ryan Minton again with the Week 4 Mechatronics project. And I have set up my emulation program. I've set up the processor in slot 2 and then the input-output card in slot 3. I do have my inputs and outputs pulled up here. As you see, I do have my program written and I'm currently online with it. So looking at my program here, if you on rung 0, I kind of did a safety circuit. So this is assuming that all your safeties that you asked for, the e-stop, the pull cord, and all 4 of the over travel sensors, I'm just assuming here that they are normally closed contacts in the field. So if all 6 of these contacts are closed, then you would get a safety OK, what I would call a safety OK bit. And then I'm using that in my run circuit. So when you hit start, and then all your safeties are OK, then your system run bit would come on. And then I'm using my system run bit here to latch that circuit in. And I'm also using a system run to, when that circuit is latched in, we will start a 10-second timer, which would be our startup warning. Let me scroll down here. While my startup warning is, the timer is timing, the warning horn will be going off. When that timer is done, obviously we'll lose our warning horn, and then I'll get my conveyor run output to come on. So that is the actual output that turns the conveyor motor on. And I'm using that output as an input. So when our conveyor starts running, I have a conveyor runtime before loading timer, and so that is set for 1 minute. And then once that timer is done, it will open up the load chute gate, which would be output 2. So let me pull my inputs back up. So if I hit the start push button and momentarily I let go of my start push button, you see that I'm latched in. At the end of 10 seconds, my horn is going off right now. 10 seconds is up. So I lost my horn, my conveyor started running. If you come down here, my conveyor is running. I'm counting to a minute. Then after the 1 minute timer, the timer will go done, and then the load chute would open up. Now at any point during this process, if I hit an e-stop or pull cord or any of the over travel safeties, I will lose my safety OK bit, which will turn my system run off, which would reset my startup warning timer, which I would lose my done bit. It would turn my conveyor off. I would lose my conveyor bit here, which would reset my timer, which I would lose that done bit, and it would also turn off or close my load chute gate. So right now the conveyor is running. I've timed out for a minute. So I have my done bit and my gate is open. I should be, if this is a coal belt, I should be dumping coal on the belt. So we'll pull our inputs back up here, and we'll just say that over travel 3 safety is tripped. So I've lost my safety bit because this became untrue. So this became untrue. So I lost my system run, my timer reset, my conveyor is not running. So my conveyor run time before loading has reset. So my load chute has closed. So you said that in here, let me look at this. Um, you will only be able to reset once the switches are returned back to normal. So if I tried to hit start here, nothing's going to happen because I don't have my safeties okay. So I would have to somehow get this over travel safety to make back in its okay position before I could start my system again. So I hope this makes sense to you. Again, like any other time, I will save this program and I would be happy to send it to you, and I would also be happy to answer any questions that you may have. Thank you and have a good day.